What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of Days of Our Lives. I am so happy that this kidnapping story is almost over because this shit is so ridiculous. Like Vivian's whole reason for kidnapping those twins is so stupid. And she wasn't even trying to kidnap, like, she was trying to kidnap specific twins. She wanted Ivan to kidnap twin boys because she wanted to basically have a redo. Because as you recall, she never got to raise Stefan and Jake. So she wanted this to be her redo, her reboot, so to speak. Um, but Ivan, of course, couldn't find twin boys, which I think is weird. I'm like, plenty of people give birth to twin boys, but I guess. So he couldn't find twin boys, so he settled for twin boy and girl. Um, Vivian, of course, was second guessing taking the twins. She was, basically trying to tell Ivan take the twins back, but Ivan was like, "Shit, I can't take the twins back." He was like, "It's too late now. I done kidnapped them. It's too late." Well, technically, it's not too late because you could just drop them off at the Salem PD or something anonymously. I mean, it's not too late. You could do that. Um, but I thought it was ridiculous because Vivian wanting to raise kids at this age, come on now, this stage in your life, and Ivan basically convinced her, yeah, you could do it. You're still in your prime. Ivan, that woman has not been in her prime in 30 years. Please stop the lies. Stop them lies. Her prime was a whole 30 years ago. That woman is in her 70s. Ain't no way in the world she can raise two babies at this age. But of course, Ivan's sitting there talking about, oh, I can do the midnight feedings and the diaper changes. And Ivan, no, take them babies back. Um, Vivian is just, I mean, I understand why she did it, because she feels guilty that she couldn't, raise both of her kids. But your kids, I mean, at least one of them are still here. So why don't you go and be with your son? Even though you can't raise him, I mean, you can still be a part of his life. And he could possibly have children. So, you got, well, if he sticks with Kate, he ain't never going to have no baby. But I'm just saying. And Vivian is not going to be happy about that little relationship. But I am so glad this is almost over. I'm not a fan of these whole baby kidnapping right after the birth. It's so stupid and redundant. It's like, come with something new. Let's do something innovative. Um, and the reason behind it was just so hokey. It's like, this is Ron Carlivati. This is your idea. Had this old ass woman raise these babies. That's your plan. That no, absolutely not. Um, but I'm glad Lonnie and Eli were piecing things together. They're in Chicago trying to figure everything out. And Lonnie pretty much tells him that she believed Vivian took the baby. Here go Eli, but Vivian's dead. Eli, you are smarter than this. You have lived in Salem for how long now? You have seen so many people come back from the grave. Is it really a stretch that Vivian survived? Like, come on now. You've seen plenty of folks come back that were long dead or thought to be dead. And they done risen from the ashes a million times. Why are you so surprised by this? Come on now. You should almost expect somebody to come back from the dead every year. At least two, three times a damn year at this rate. Because that's all they know how to do is back from the dead. Like some damn zombie shit. Um, So of course they put the pieces together and they realized Ivan was the only one to claim Vivian's body. So there's a chance that Vivian's alive. I'm like, of course she's alive, you nincompoop. Um, so they call Nicole or whatever because remember Nicole and Vivian were in a house together in Chicago. So they need the address to that house. So of course, they call Nicole. Nicole give them the address. They find the house. Um, and of course, Vivian nervous as shit because somebody rung the doorbell. But Eli and Lonnie had to come up with a plan because they know it could get pretty dicey. It could get dangerous, and they need to get the babies back safe. So they got to come up with a whole plan to handle this and get up in that house. I'm happy they getting their babies back because I this story done went on too long. Like, come on now, it went on longer than it should because in my opinion, this storyline should never happened. I'm just saying you could have found a better use for Vivian than this. Let's be real. But I'm happy that, they're getting the child back. And of course Vivian wanted to name the babies Jacob and Stefan. But when she found out it was a girl, she went with what, Stefania or something. I was like, oh, Vivian, you was too old for these shenanigans. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the ending of it. You know what I mean? I want to see a showdown. So anyway, moving on from that. Um, Brady wakes up from his little coma or whatever the hell he was in. He wakes up. Chloe has to fill him in on what's been happening in the Kristen situation. Of course, Chloe's still blaming herself, even though I feel like she shouldn't blame herself because this is not her fault. Him getting shot had nothing to do with her. It's Philip's fault. I mean, it's primarily Philip's fault because he the one that got in bed with the mob in the first place. Um, so of course Brady's absolving her of her guilt because he's telling her the same thing. This is not your fault. It's Philip's fault. Um, so she tells him about Kristen and all her crazy shenanigans and stuff. See, this is why Brady's stupid as usual because when you're dealing with somebody such as Kristen, the last thing you should be doing is locking lips with a whole nother female, knowing that Kristen can find out about it and knowing how crazy her ass is. Because I'm pretty sure Chloe is scared. Like she might not act like it, but I know she's nervous. Especially, knowing Kristen can get out of prison, she can do whatever. Because Kristen is very capable. I mean, she already broke out of prison already, so she's capable of getting to Chloe. And we all know Kristen is crazier than the damn bedbug. Like, chick is a loose cannon. So Chloe knows that when Kristen warned her that this wasn't over, she knows that more drama is to come. Like, come on now, Chloe, you know this. Like, drama is gonna befall in you. Um, so Brady, when he gets well enough to go visit Kristen, hopefully Brady can smooth things over with Kristen and he can fix this mess before it gets worse. Because we all know Kristen's gonna find a way to make Chloe's life a living hell. So Brady, fix it. That would be nice. Like I'm just saying, he should have never got involved with the chick. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Y'all already know I love me some Marlena, but she was kind of working my nerve a little bit when she was talking to Susan. Like Susan came up in there being all late, talking about how she had a premonition that Brady was gonna be shot. I'm like, Susan, you're late. I'm like, you are hella late. Um, but Marlena sitting there talking about how she's seen all the changes in Kristen and how she loves her daughter and her and Brady love each other. Marlena, what changes? Because to me, Kristen is still Kristen. There's nothing Susie homemaker about her. Like every time you turn around, now don't get me wrong, I don't doubt that she loves her child. I know she does, but she's still crazy as shit. Like she's still holding guns on people, doing all type of illegal mess. That ain't change. That is not change. I'm sorry, but no, it's not. That she's far from reformed. I'm just saying. So of course, Ben has this premonition or this sixth sense that Sierra's still alive. Like he just has this spiritual connection where he feels like his wife is still alive. So he wants to go see Marlena. Well, Claire urged him to go see Marlena to go, talk to her and get some clarity. But Marlena pretty much brushed it off and she was like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this at your next therapy session because I gotta go because Brady woke up, so she gotta get to the hospital. Um, so of course Susan offers to, bring some clarity to the situation and she wants to see the little fortune or whatever that he got from the fortune cookie from the Chinese food. Um, and she holding on to it and Brady and Claire, that shit was hilarious the way they just rolled their eyes at her when she was doing it. Because they wasn't believing nothing that she was talking about. But, she pretty much believes Ben that Sierra's still alive. So Ben just needs to figure out how to get his wife at this point and where she is. Um, Sierra is definitely proven to be Bo and Hope's daughter. I will say that, because she is definitely crafty. Like when she pretended to have food poisoning and she passed out and Rhodes started panicking and stuff, she, soon as he turned his back, she took that food tray and said bop, bust him right upside his head. I said, see, that's what I'm talking about, Sierra. That's how you prove that you are Ben, that you are Bo and Hope's child. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be resourceful. Will she get out of there? Probably not. Um, she probably gonna be stopped. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Sierra character. Like, is she coming back full time again, or is this just part time recurring? Because if not, then they need to recast the role. Because I don't see how her and Ben are gonna stay married if she's barely on. It's like, how are you gonna explain that? But I'm happy to see Sierra kicking ass, taking some names. Hopefully Ben can get to her in time, or she can get the hell out of there. Hopefully. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.